And maybe the kidney punches didn't do damage, but Emmanuel, they're still illegal, aren't they? Now Hopkins is doing push-ups in the ring to try to embarrass his younger opponent.
If they let Shane Mosley fight Antonio Margarito, they should be arrested. Those were the words of promoter Lou DiBella just after an amazing Shane Mosley's win over Ricardo Mayorga, which came via the stoppage with a single second left in the 12th and final round.
It's a knockout. The left hook. It's a knockout.
Mosley did sign to fight Margarito. The imposing Mexican warrior was coming off a grueling and destructive win over Miguel Cotto in a 2008 Fight of the Year contender.
Has accumulated to the point where Cotto has nothing left. And Evangelista Cotto's going to throw in the towel. And Antonio Margarito has the victory he's been waiting for all his life.
Prior to the fight, Mosley's trainer Nazim Richardson noticed something was wrong with the hand wraps of Antonio Margarito, and those pads were taken and sent off to be investigated. Fueled by the incident with the hand wraps, Mosley was then fueled even more to topple the heavily favoured #1 welterweight in the world, Antonio Margarito.
And there's the knockdown! And Margarito looks like a beaten man. Wobbling on his feet. Let's see if Raul Kaizer can get a fight. The bell ends round 8, saving Antonio Margarito from a possible knockout.
And he's
37 is trying to become the #1 welterweight in the world. And that's the way he'd be recognized if he can beat this man in the way that he's beating him right now.
Margarito has no defense at all for punches.
This fight could be stopped any second now. Margarito is getting hit flush with every right hand. There's another one. There's a big left hook. Why not stop it now? And there's the white towel from the corner. And Shane Mosley has annihilated Antonio Margarito.
Jean Pascal vs Bernard Hopkins 2, billed as Destiny 2, was a light heavyweight championship fight for the WBC, IBO and Ring Magazine light heavyweight titles. The fight was a rematch of their December 18th matchup between Hopkins and Pascal, which ended in a draw. The first fight was a tale of two halves in which Pascal had Hopkins down twice in the early rounds, before Hopkins would come on strong in the later half of the fight. Hopkins was bidding to become the oldest world champion in the sport of boxing at the age of 46 years. Hopkins would go on to turn back the clock in what is considered to be one of his greatest ever performances.
Bernard Hopkins' whole career is a tribute to the advantages of being made, not born. Throughout his career, his opposite number was the great Roy Jones. He was never brought into the sport with the kinds of gifts that Jones enjoyed. He didn't have all that physical talent. We saw that when first they met in 1993. Bernard had to learn every detail. He had to master the craft, and he did it like no one else in his generation. With what's made, not born, you can last a long, long time, particularly if you live a monastic life. If you don't drink, you don't smoke, you eat the right things, you train as clearly and cleanly as you can. Everything about that defines Bernard Hopkins.
Run and punch, grab type fighter.
Another right hand lead.
Bernard is winning this round big.
Yep, he certainly is. He's made a tactical adjustment that Pascal wasn't able to follow. And now they're talking to each other. And Pascal is losing his composure. And maybe the kidney punches didn't do damage, but Emmanuel, they're still illegal, aren't they? Now Hopkins is doing push-ups in the ring to try to embarrass his younger opponent.
Everything, it looks to me, has been done intentionally. The thumb, the head, the kidney shots, obviously. Hopkins is pulling out every trick in the book.
Hard right hand by Pascal. His biggest punch since the first two rounds. Hopkins was hurt by the punch. Pascal has one chance. He's going to make it to the bell. And if he makes it to the bell, in all likelihood, he's going to make it happen. He's going to make it happen and become the oldest man ever to win a legitimate championship.
All to the winner by unanimous decision. And new light heavyweight champion of the world from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The legend lives on, Bernard, the executioner Hopkins.
Juan Diaz was the 24-year-old unbeaten 33-0 unified lightweight champion of the world and fresh off back-to-back world title unification victories, including a breakout performance against Acelino Freitas. Juan Diaz was the next lightweight kingpin headed towards mega showdowns against legends of the sport Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez. So when veteran lightweight contender Nate Campbell, who come up short at world title level before, would face off against Diaz, many thought this would be a stepping stone in the journey of Juan Diaz.
Good, experienced boxing guys, and they seem to be very
We are watching Nate Campbell as he finally capitalizes on an opportunity for which he has waited so long. And Juan Diaz's 33-0 record is sinking into his marriage. His fiancée has 3 sons. The way Nate sees it, which is the mature way, he's got 6 kids.
That's a bad grandpa, boy. Don't want to mess with this grandpa.
Body shots by Campbell.
Campbell is
backing Diaz up.
He's grinding him down.
Juan Diaz is folding up like an accordion before our very eyes because of the tremendous effort of Nate Campbell in this fight. Nate Campbell was 24 years old, ghetto product who had been, by his own admission, kicked out.
That it's continuing, but Emmanuel, what about those scorecards?
But you know, I don't know about the scorecards, but I know one thing. I would say this. Normally when you get upsets, it's with a guy.
112, 115, 112, 115 para Nate Campbell.
Back on the 2nd of August of 2008, and Zab Judah had just lost his matchup with Joshua Clottey for the IBF welterweight title, and so Judah would make the conscious decision to move down to 140 pounds, where he enjoyed 2 world title reigns following several wins, including one against unbeaten hard-hitting Lucas Matisse. Zab Judah, with Pernell Whitaker in his corner, would take on 23-6 Kaizer Mabuza, the vacant IBF light welterweight title.
Protect yourself.
Yeah, it's very explosive. Mabuza doesn't care. He doesn't want him like just hit a bump in the road in the middle of the fight. Maybe he's just saving the gas tank. He wants to be powerful.
Really nice body shots there by Mabuza. Over the last 3-4 months,
Even back.
Correct. I'm working on Tony.
But you know, I gave that last round. He has the hand speed. Always has that.
He is one of the greatest fighters.
Look at that. Look at that.
You know, you mentioned Zab Judah's chin. You know, Mabuza hasn't yet to get a chance to put his hands on that chin.
Big shot right there. He comes to the end. Throwing a punch in it. You land a punch and you miss. Guy hit you.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot! He's out! He's out! Look at that! He's out! He can't.
Good right hand. Why is this fight being stopped?
He's on his feet. This is dangerous. He is out on his feet. He is out on his feet.
Why is this?
He's not even looking. That's it. That's it.
Great fight, and the great Zab Judah is coming on.
Oh, he's out.
That's it. Zab Judah again. The IBF welterweight champion of the world.
Junior welterweight champ of the world. That one-shot power. He used his defense to set up.
Fresh off capturing the unified heavyweight world title, in which Michael Moorer defeated Evander Holyfield by decision.
For the winner by majority decision and new heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Moorer.
Michael Moorer would face off against former world heavyweight champion George Foreman, who at the age of 45 had been on the comeback trail for several years following a 10+ year retirement. Foreman had received a shot at Holyfield's undisputed world championship in 1991, but was defeated on points. And going into the contest with Moorer, Foreman had not fought since being defeated by Tommy Morrison for the then fringe WBO championship in 1993. However, the fight almost didn't take place as the WBA did not have Foreman ranked on its list of contenders and thus were not willing to sanction the bout. Foreman and his promoter Bob Arum of Top Rank responded to the decision by filing a lawsuit in a Nevada state court on August 15th of 1994 and to force Moorer and main events to honour the contract that they had signed. The suit alleged that the WBA colluded with others to discriminate against the 45-year-old Foreman. Following the conclusion of the lawsuit, a matchup between Foreman and Moorer was set for the 5th of November 1994 1994, with Foreman bidding to recapture the World Heavyweight title for the first time in 20 years.
Right? Casually past Foreman and said, George, don't do that. Right hand landed there. And another. And a right and a left, and suddenly Moore stops punching, and it's Foreman's initiative. Punching again. And takes jabs for his trouble.
Look at that competitive spirit coming out now.
Straight right hand landing for Foreman. He's had a pretty good round here in number 10.
Again, Atlas didn't count the Atlas. Here we go again with the Atlas. Michael Moore is down.
Goes Moore on a right hand. An unbelievably close-in right hand shot. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It happened. It happened. Well, we mentioned that he was having a strong round. He had set up some blows, and then that right hand anesthetized Michael Moore.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't get you out with one punch. But boy, he sure fooled me and Michael Moore.
It landed right on the point of the chin, Gil.
Right on the button where it says good night.
You see the blood welling up.
Once again, heavyweight champion of the world.